small na hot vanilla. Tsaka isang small na hot double chocolate. Cameraman. Vanilla. Tikman ko. Thursday, everyone. So yesterday, the family and I went to the mall to go shopping, and I restocked on some skincare stuff. I was thinking of what to do for today's video because I have no plans for the 26th. So I just decided to show you guys my beauty favorites of 2024. We're going back to the good old days when my content was all about makeup and skincare, and I'm gonna be showing you guys practically my skincare and makeup collection. So let's start with my 2024 skincare favorites. First, to remove my makeup, I love using this one from Garnier. This is the micellar cleansing water. I used to use the pink one back when I had dry skin. As I grew older, I started getting more oily skin, so I switched to the blue one. But since they released this new variant, the vitamin C one, I've been loving using this. If I have mascara on, I use the Get Ready With Me mascara remover. I used to use the one from Heroin Make, but then I found this, and it does the same job for cheaper. After I remove all of my makeup, I go in with my face wash, and I use another one from Garnier. When it comes to picking skincare, I really like choosing lines. So products from the same brand and same line are typically formulated to work with one another. So I tend to stay within that bracket. And so you'll see a lot of the vitamin C line here. And then after I wash my face, I go in with a toner. I use the Quick Effects Pimple Eraser Toner. I do typically buy the spray version of this, but then I found this in the market recently, and it has AHA, BHA, and vitamin C. And instead of using a cotton pad, I just use my hands so that I don't waste any of the product. Then after toner, I use a serum, and I only started using serums when I realized that my dark spots really aren't going away and I needed extra help. So these serums are the ones from Garnier. These are the Bright Complete Vitamin C Booster Serum. And again, this one has a vitamin C. It aims to brighten your skin and reduce dark spots. Now this one, I wouldn't say it's a beauty favorite. It's just something that I saw in my supermarket. This is the Bright Complete Vitamin C Gel. I don't usually use a gel. I actually didn't know they had this type of skincare product out there. I actually love how it feels because since it's gel type, it acts as a transition from your watery serums to your creamy moisturizers, and I really love how that feels. If you don't know, when you're applying skincare, the rule of thumb is to apply from liquidiest product to the most cream type and more solid. And so you go from your toner to your serums and then something like a gel, and then you go in with your moisturizer. So this moisturizer, I've been using this for over 6 years now. I used it ever since, even before I started my YouTube channel, but I actually used a different type. I was using the Olay moisturizing lotion, but then I switched to this cream when I couldn't find the lotion anymore in stores. I believe it already phased out, but this is the same thing. It's just in a cream version, so it's thicker and richer than the lotion that I used to use. Hands down, my favorite moisturizer because it's non-greasy and it's light enough, and I don't really know what it does, but it does a good job at setting all of my skincare. And I equate a good moisturizer to a good powder in makeup terms. Like in makeup, if you put on a lot of cream and liquid products, it's nothing if you don't put on a good powder to set it all, because it's just gonna wipe away when you go outside and you get sweaty. I feel it's the same with a moisturizer. And don't be fooled by the people saying that you don't need a moisturizer if your skin is already oily. That's not true. Actually, if you don't put moisturizer on and your skin feels dry, your skin will compensate by making it more oily, and it's just gonna mess up with your skin. And then finally, in the daytime, I use a sunscreen. This one is the Pond's Glutathione sunscreen, and I actually tried both the blue and the pink one, and I like them equally. I buy them at the same time. Usually when I buy this, it's buy one take one, so I get both blue and pink. And then this just has SPF 50 and PA+++++. I used to use the Biore one, but then I found this one and it works well on me and it's much cheaper as well. I try to make my skincare as cheap as possible and as accessible as possible. That's why you see that everything's drugstore, because I don't really like when I run out of skincare and I can't just run to the nearest drugstore to buy it. Okay, so that's it for my skincare routine. I'll add some few things before we move on to my body care and makeup. So whenever I do have active or about to be active pimples, I use the Lux Organics pimple patches, and this one's just bigger and this is smaller, but it comes in the same pack. Now if you have blackheads, I recommend the Biore Nose Pore Pack, specifically the men's version, because I just feel like this is a lot more strong. And then for the rest of my face, my go-to face mask is the Pimple Eraser Powder Mud. This one is from the same line as my toner. As I told you, I don't tend to stray away from the lines of the products that I use, and I tend to use this overnight, so I put it the night before and then I just wake up and then wash it off. Next, let's move on to body care. I'm actually just gonna show two things because I'm still in the process of figuring out my body care routine. I'm trying soaps, trying body washes, body scrubs, and the only two things that I can show that I really like this 2024 are lotions. First, I really like the Vaseline Healthy Bright Lotion. I just love how soft my skin feels once I wear this. And then quite recently, I bought something in Watson's that I feel will carry on to my 2025 routine. This is the Johnson's Baby Lotion, and I know it's for babies, but it's precisely why I bought it. If it's gentle enough on babies, it's also gentle enough for people like me with sensitive skin. Okay, now let's move on to makeup products. I only have a few because as compared to how I used to collect makeup before, my new mantra is less is more, and I've been spending the past few years lessening and lessening my makeup collection, and now it fits just one pouch. I do not have any foundations or primers to recommend to you guys because I don't use those base products, so let's go into concealers. I have two concealers that I've been using for a very long time now. First is from Careline. This is their Acne Spot Concealer. It has SPF 13 and this one is in the shade Natural. I believe I've been using this for over maybe like 4 years now. It blends out really well and it does a good job with covering my dark marks. Then I also tried out the Get Ready With Me concealer early on this year, and I used the shade Almond R533N. And what I love about Get Ready With Me is that they have so many shades. What I don't like about the product is that it spills at the top here. I don't know if I'm the only one who's had that experience, but it does do that, so fair warning. Hopefully they improve the packaging, but the product itself is really nice. Next, I use the Careline Contour Liquid Contour. What I like about this is that it has a really nice cool tone shade as compared to other contours, which are usually on the more red-orange side. So this is perfect. Let me just swatch my concealers for you. This one's the contour, this one's Get Ready With Me, and then this one is the Careline one. So once I put on my concealers and contours, I set my face with these powders. First, I have the Dr. Sensitive All Day No Sebum Blur Powder. This one is in the shade Translucent, and I've been using this for a very long time now. I probably had more than 5 restocks of this one. It's just very true to its claim. However, if you do plan on buying the compact version of this one, I would not recommend that because to me it was just very cakey and gave me the whitest white cast ever. I actually would go as far as to say I hate that product, and I don't get why they do such a good job with the loose powder, but then the pressed powder is so shit. But then the next powder that I found recently is also a loose powder. This one's from Lux Organics, and this is their UV Matte Powder. This one's really nice, and I actually was on the hunt for powders because as much as I love this one, it does make my skin oily after a few hours. Not complaining, but just in case I need a retouch and I can't bring this, I want a powder that's gonna last me for longer. This one has a little bit of coverage because it's not translucent, but it does the same job. It's also perfect for Miranda skin. Okay, and then after I set my base, I go in with some blush. For blushes, this year I've been loving the powder blush by Belena. These are in the shade Pinky Pinch and Dazzling Barbie. I first bought the peach version, and at first I didn't really like how it has a bit of shimmer on it because I'm not really a shimmer girly. But then I noticed how glowy it makes my skin, and so I decided to get another shade. And it depends on if I'm wearing cooler shades for my clothes or warmer shades. So I just pick between the two. Then after I put on blush, I use contour and bronzer for the rest of my face. For that, I use the Squadlet mini palette. This one is in the shade Shea, and as you can see, it's very used up. This one is the bronzer and this one is the contour. This one just broke. I actually did not use that shade a single time. I'm not a fan of shimmers again. This one, I think I bought it 3 times, and I just haven't found a palette with the same set of colors as this one. And this is meant for your eyes, but then it has like a cool tone shade, a warm tone shade, and also a really nice white shade. So far, it's the only product that I've been using for my contour. Next, let's move into my eyes. I wouldn't really recommend this. I'm just gonna say it because it's in my current routine, but I used the Dazzle Me brow product in the shade Charcoal Gray. I'd say it's pretty nice, but I'm just looking for something that's very thin and thinner than this triangle shaped product. But it is really nice and blendable, I would say, and also very cheap. I am in the market for a nice brow gel, brow tint, and brow pencil, so if you have any recommendations, comment them down below. And then after I use my brow product, temporarily I've been setting it with the Caroline Skinny Mascara. It's very thin, and I used to use this for my bottom lashes as well as the very sides and very ends of my top lashes. I have run out of it, but for my mascara, I use the Bare & Bliss Volume Mascara, and I've been trying to get a hold of it, but it's sold out in every single store that I've been to, so I'm trying to find a new mascara. If you guys, again, have any recommendations, comment them down below. I'm trying to find new products for my brows and lashes. For eyeshadows, I don't have an eyeshadow palette. When I want to switch things up, I just put on some more brown from here, but I found that I don't really vibe with how I look with eyeshadow on, so I don't tend to do that. Oh, I forgot this product, but for highlight, I use this Vice Cosmetics product in the shade Society, and as you can see, it's completely gone now. This is the last base product that I'm going to show you guys. Even though I'm not a fan of eyeshadow, I am, however, a big fan of eyeliner. So I use this one from Caroline. This is their Graph Ink Liner, and I've been using this for years now. I just haven't switched to anything else because of how good this is. I'll also mention this even though I got it in the wrong shade, but I have this brow product from Detail in the shade Coffee. It's really nice and very precise. However, I did get the wrong shade. It's a bit too dark for me. This is what it looks like. Very nice to create hair strokes on your brows. And then when I'm not feeling using a liquid liner, I use powder instead. This one is Issey & Co. And I believe they're also in Watson, so this is finally a drugstore product as well as the Get Ready With Me one. And this one is in the shade Night. It's just a basic black eyeshadow, and I love using it for the corners of my eyes. Finally, let me recommend to you my current lip combo. So I start off with this from Bare & Bliss, and this is just their matte mousse tint. So I just put a dollop of this in the middle of my lips, and I blend it out. Then after I have my base, I use this from Belena. This is their Serum Tinted Lip Balm, and I got one in the shade Naked, and I just put it all over my lips, and it creates a glossy effect. So that is it for my beauty favorites of 2024. I hope you guys got some good recommendations from this little haul slash collection tour. So yeah, I'm just gonna have breakfast because I haven't yet, and it's currently 4:53 p.m. Happy Saturday, everyone. So my relatives came over 2 days ago and my tita dropped off this. I've been on the hunt for these for years now and I finally have them. Thank you so much, tita. I got Moon Knight and Winter Soldier Funko Pop. So this is the Moon Knight one. I still need to buy their protective casing because this doesn't come with it, but this is him. Moon Knight is my absolute favorite Marvel character. I've watched season 1 for over 7 times now. And then my OG, I also love the Winter Soldier. I could never find any of these, like even if you try in the Philippines, go to Green Hills or any Phil bars or any place that sells Funko Pops, they will not have Moon Knight, Winter Soldier, and Loki. So this is the Winter Soldier from the Captain America one. I'm looking for specific ones, so you might be able to find Loki's or Bucky's, but they're usually the ones from the series. And this is the particular one that I'm looking for. This was him when he was still in a trance, still being mind controlled, and so cute. Let me also get the other Funko Pops that I have. So here, sorry if it's a bit dusty, we have Moon Knight here, but it's Mr. Knight, so Steven. This one is the Loki that I wanted. It's from the first Avengers movie. I wouldn't say I'm a Funko collector because I'm not inclined to buy characters that are not my favorites, for example. So I was just really in the market for my favorite Marvel characters. And now I have all of them. He's so cute. Okay, so I really don't have any other agenda for today. So I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed this video and happy holidays. Make sure to subscribe and I'll see you next year. Bye.